We're going to be simplifying polynomials. When we're simplifying polynomials, first thing that we need to do is add and subtract like terms. What we mean by adding and subtracting like terms is the x's get added to the x's and the constant values get added to the constant values. So we're going to add the x's with the x's, and that gives us 11x. The negative 1 plus the negative 9 gives us negative 10. Now subtracting is the same thing as adding, but the negative gets distributed to each of the terms. So it's really like adding negative 3 and positive 4. So we have 5x and negative 3x, which would be 2x. And then we have negative 8 and positive 4 would be negative 4. When we have a squared term, we're going to add the x squareds. And if we don't see a number in the front, we know that it's 1. So that would be 3x squared. Then we're going to add the x's. That right there would be negative 5x. And then we're going to add the constant term, negative 5, positive 4. That would give us negative 1. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at distributing. Distributing, we don't need like terms. What we're going to do is we're going to distribute the term outside to each of the terms inside the parentheses. So 5x times 2x gives us 10x squared. Remember adding exponents. And then 5x times negative 9 gives us negative 45x. For letter H, we have to distribute the negative to each of the terms. So we have negative 6x squared. Negative and negative is a positive, so positive 33x cubed. Now, you could write the numbers in descending order if you want, where the highest exponent goes first and then what we have is the lowest, but you don't have to. So this and this are both correct answers. For the next one, since there's 3 terms, that would be a trinomial. Inside the parentheses, we're going to multiply it by each of the terms. So we have 5x to the 5th. We have negative 20 or minus 20 x to the 4th. And then what we have is 35 and then x to the 3rd. The last thing that we're going to do is FOIL. And FOIL is another way of saying we're going to multiply the first terms. Then we're going to multiply the outside terms, the inside terms, and we're going to multiply the last terms. That's where we get the term FOIL. This only happens when we're distributing a binomial. So the ones before were monomials. That's just one term. That's where we distribute. And in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply the x by the first terms, and then we're going to multiply it by the outside terms. Notice I'm distributing the x to each term, and then what I'm going to do is distribute the negative 4 to each of the terms. So I get x squared plus 4x minus 4x, and then minus 16. Notice that the middle terms cancel, they become 0, so my final answer is x squared minus 16. For the next one, I'm going to multiply the first terms, so 12x squared. I'm going to multiply the outside terms, negative 3x, the inside terms, negative 8x, and the last terms, positive 2. These are like terms, so I have 12x squared minus, I have 11x, and then I have plus 2. Now here we're squaring it. Squaring it means that we multiply it by itself. So notice that we have 2 binomials, so we're going to FOIL it. That would give us 4x squared. This right here would give us negative 6x. Here we have another negative 6x. And the last one would be a positive 9. These are like terms. So we have 4x squared minus 12x plus 9.